welcome to Boxed In with Friends, episode 36. Yeah, that's crazy.
So bomb.
Yeah, I'm your host, Tony Augusti, here as always with Jake, Kate, Andy, Kyle, maybe, if he gets off his job in time.
I hope he does a little surprise pop in.
Yeah, but Kyle here in spirit, as are Katie, who's off in nature, and Nick, who is at large, but here in spirit. Tonight on the show, we have writer, director, actor Lance Parkin. He's here to talk about his movie, The Boonies, and what it takes to put together, and talk about Kate and Lance's friendship. We'll also play a short form game hosted by Andy. That'll be a lot of fun, and we'll try to synchronize, which more on that later. But when it comes to the game, Andy, what do we need suggestions of right now?
We would love some suggestions of objects, occupations. Really, I think we can make just about anything work. So, yeah, we'll make it work. You suggest it, we'll make it work.
And in honor of our guest, it will be movie related.
Yes.
We also have a video from Kate, more than one video, more on that later. Short form game, and like I said, Lance, and then also we'll start out with Hot Topic. Hot topic. Yes. We are, first off, congratulations to the Friends crew. We are all fully vaccinated.
Woo!
Yay!
We did it. We did it.
Yes. No anti-vaxxers in this group. It wouldn't be allowed.
I'd like to thank science.
I was reading an article about the country. Did I say this before? The country of Bhutan, the article I read?
No.
So
you didn't say it on the show, so
okay, good. So I think I was talking about it to my class then. So like 90-something% of the country at this point is vaccinated, and people who were like, in the part of the interview were like, well, I mean, it's like the best thing for the community. So I mean, like, it's the best thing for all of us. So yeah, of course we're all going to get vaccinated. And I was like, what a refreshing point of view.
Yeah.
What's that like?
That's really sweet.
Good for all.
Let me ask you a question. If one of the friends were not vaccinated and they felt strongly about not being vaccinated, would any of you get in their face on the show? Yeah?
Uh-huh. Well, no, we talked about this when vaccinations first started coming out. I believe it's on the show, so don't hold me to it. Jake said, I'm not sure I'm going to get it. And we all went off on him. So
did we go off on him?
Well, we were kind of like, why won't you get it? You can't fuck us unless you get it. We did say that. Yeah,
that's true. Jake, how do you remember it?
You did not go off on me.
That's my version of going off on people, Jake.
Because if y'all would have went off on me, I definitely would have went off on y'all. So that's not what happened. But yeah, that's how I remember it.
Yeah. Shout out to Jake.
But you did get vaccinated, so
yeah.
Yeah, what?
Shout out to Jake with his glasses, which are going back.
It took a friend telling me about his experience with COVID that convinced me to get it. I wasn't I wasn't totally against it, but I was still kind of what the fuck? This shit happened too fast. But I don't know. When I looked up about it more, I got more comfortable. So
yeah.
Well, it can't really
blame. That's the right thing to do.
Also, I lied to you about having COVID, Jake. So I just needed to tell you that story so you get vaccinated. I never really had it.
Yeah, I never talked to Tony about this.
I think that we would maybe converse about it, and maybe it would be a good opportunity to kind of get our not arguments but rationales out, maybe the best, because obviously we both we all care about each other, so it'd be kind of maybe a respectful kind of dialogue as opposed to some of the other shit that's been going on out there.
Yeah.
And that's me saying that is an opportunity for people to is an opportunity for me to learn, and an opportunity for other people watching who may feel the same as me learn or whatever.
Yeah.
The millions of people watching us,
You do know.
Brought to you by keeping an open mind.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, because I have family members like here and in India actually, but that have resisted, but they are going to get vaccinated here, and then with the craziness that's going on in India,
bad news there.
As thankfully, like the worst is in the north. My family's in the south, where it's actually not too bad. So,
and they're like pretty isolated, right?
Yeah. Why are you laughing, Jake? You're cold-hearted.
It's a side effect of the vaccine.
I'm like, yeah, things are really bad in India. Jake's like,
what's up with you, Jake? What the fuck is wrong with you? This man is bearing his soul right now.
Sorry, Kate. Kate's going off on me right now.
No, I know she is going off. This is her Kate's version of going off.
That's Kate going off. So I hate to
for
see
reference.
I hate to see what a step above going off is for Kate.
I just slightly raised.
You don't want to.
I don't know that I've ever seen Kate angry.
It takes a lot. Like I've been through so much shit. Like I had a rough fucking life that it really takes a lot to get me angry. Honestly,
I think the most we're gonna get from Kate is a side eye. I think that's the most we're gonna get.
I have a lot of head cock. That is true.
He does a head cock a lot.
I do that. Yeah. This feels really weird now. Thank you, guys.
That's what friends do. They make you uncomfortable about your little foibles.
Yeah.
Speaking of going off, Kate went off on TikTok, man. She had a viral video. You see that transition? Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how.
So let's play the video real quick. You'll still be able to see us.
I thought we were just okay.
No, we're gonna play it. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I cringe.
Hey, Mike. Congratulations. My son is also 12 and a virtual learner, and last week he got in trouble for using his school computer during math hour to Google Minecraft girls with titties.
So that video has 1.6 million views and like 380,000 likes, which is, and this is like, like amazing. And you haven't been doing TikTok for very long either, right? This is only like
I don't really do TikTok. It's most of the time I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm a little high, and then I'm like, this would be fun, and then I go to bed and forget about it, and that's exactly what happened with that video. I went to bed 20 minutes later and didn't even think about it because I don't even have notifications turned on for TikTok on my phone. That's how little I'm active on it. And then I was like, what the hell just happened?
Whoa is right, Tom Schultz. That's amazing. Because I mean, there are members of our improv community on TikTok that have had like videos that have surpassed 1 million. But to me, it's like the mysteries of the algorithm. Hey, what's up, Graham? But really, the likes is what really is impressive. Because a lot of times you'll see videos that have like a couple thousand likes and still have like 1 million plus views. But to have likes for people that don't know are the currency of TikTok. I mean, so it's like if you get like a ton of likes like you did, that's truly viral in the way TikTok considers it.
Yeah, because it's like 1 out of every 3 people who saw it.
Yeah. How many followers do you have now?
I'd had 2, and now I have about almost 800, I think.
Million?
Whoa.
No, really. Like
I don't like to think as people as followers, though.
Why? That's what they're called.
They're my friends now.
Oh, really? You think of them as your friends?
No, fuck them.
Best friends.
So how do you feel? I heard we were talking like in a pre-show meeting on Sunday, and your daughter was like, "Mom, you're famous."
Yeah, she thinks I'm famous for doing this too, though. So.
Oh, really?
I mean,
aren't you though?
Her age is kind of off.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she has something going on. She has an eye on things. So, what are your plans for the next TikTok video? Do you plan to make this a series about your kids, or?
I mean, I honestly could because that's true. What I posted,
yeah,
it's a little bit of a tall tale, but I combined 2 instances to make it. So there are 2 true things that happen.
Okay,
and it does happen all the time.
Now, because that's a tough thing about. I mean, I never would even think to Google Minecraft titties.
Well, my son did.
Yeah. So like, how do you deal with that? Like with kids that have access to a computer and they're developing, you know what I mean? As a mom, as a mother.
I kind of just try to guide him in the right way. I don't want to shame him for feeling feelings because that's normal. And B, I don't want to ever make him feel uncomfortable for having feelings. So I kind of just let him do what he wants to do and I monitor it. So like I get a printout of everything he does on his computer. And if I see something that I'm like, no, then we'll have a conversation about it. But I mean, he's already like, he can't access porn on his computer. You know, it's like pretty locked down.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But this wasn't his computer. This was on his school computer.
And which isn't locked down.
Which isn't really that locked down.
Oh boy.
So this is something the school informed you of?
No, I saw it. Well, we had a conference about his inappropriate searches and stuff like that. And that wasn't one.
So, but they know about it?
Yeah.
That seems like a hard conversation as a teacher to have with a parent.
I kind of feel like I'm really mad at his teachers. I feel like they should just mind their own damn business.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly. I'm just going to be real. I don't care.
Yeah. So this is boxed in.
I mean, he's 12. He's almost a teenager.
That's true.
He can, whatever.
My household, I was raised to be like, let's not talk about it. The sex talk was, do you know about it? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And I was raised like that too. And that's not fucking good.
Agreed.
So I'd rather they can ask us anything. I mean, my kids have also both told me that they're queer. So, I mean, we've also had to like learn like how to adjust the way Doug and my husband and I think to talk to them because we're talking about both genders now when we talk to them. Yeah. So we're always here for whatever. We'll figure it out as we go.
That's good parenting. I mean, I feel like I just compare that to my parents to be like.
Well, my parents too. I have immigrant parents too. It's
that's right. It's something we share in common.
Yeah, very different.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Andy too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Not Jake, not Kyle, not Caitlin, not Nick. So, yeah, just this quadrant here. The L. Jake, what's up?
Did we ask for suggestions already?
We did, but I was actually going to bring it up again. Andy is hosting a game later on, and we need a suggestion of just basically any object, occupation,
just about anything.
Yeah, just about anything.
Yeah,
yeah. It's movie related, you know. So, in honor of our guest Lance Parkin, who will be on in the second half of the hour, he's a Pittsburgh-based filmmaker, and he's made a movie called The Boonies, and also a series which you can get on video demand pretty much anywhere VOD is available, including Amazon. And he also has another series on Amazon Prime, I believe, called Theo and the Professor. And we'll talk to him more about that. I'm looking forward to that. And then, all right, we have our first suggestion there in the chat, so that's great.
Yeah,
awesome. And then, shout out to Donnie. Oh, we got a suggestion from Donnie Rydell. 2 weeks ago. Donnie, I did order a shirt, and I saw from you it's on the way.
I ordered one and got it. I ordered two and got them.
Oh, okay. I
missed the shirt ordering party.
Yeah, I remember during the show last week we said we were going to order shirts.
There. I had a computer.
Oh, that's right. I remember. I don't remember from time to time, but thank you, Jake, for remembering that.
I'm going to order a shirt soon too.
Okay,
yeah, they're great.
Cool. I got the long sleeve.
Love them. I did too.
There you go.
So, yay!
You rock too.
Same, girl. Same.
Yeah. Another thing to talk about is a star who's changing her look, one Billie Eilish. This just came out today. This cover of Vogue, and normally, if you remember Billie Eilish, she's like usually with like neon green and black hair covered up, and she has this. I like this format because you can still see all our faces, and we can still keep the.
Yeah.
I think Tony's frozen, so I like it. I think she's matured. She's older now, and maybe she's trying something new. And I'm here. Yeah, and I'm here for a woman that wants to celebrate being sexy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I mean, I was talking about it in the pre-show. She's on Howard Stern, which I listen to a lot, and she talked about how she wanted to stop from being, prevent from being sexualized as a younger singer, and she's 19 now, and she said that eventually she would go for this. But I also said I was not into the look. Like we were talking about like the nude look, like of the I don't know, that
gloves.
leather. Yeah. All I think is like that must be sweaty, you know?
Oh yeah, that leather vinyl stuff.
Yeah.
It is.
So anybody for or against? Anyone want to comment on what they think of this look?
I think it's great. She's my daughter's favorite artist, and I think that she's a really good role model. I don't know. I think she says what she means. She's kind of a badass, and she doesn't care. So I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm for it, and I love her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what you want. You're 19, you know.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's also really, really sad that she felt the need that she had to wear baggy clothes as a child, so grown adults wouldn't sexualize a child because she just wanted to be an artist. And I just think it's really fucked up that was on her to do and not adults to not sexualize her.
But like, I mean, I think that's also like a very like kind of like mature, evolved, or like like advanced kind of rationale. Because I think a lot of people like go for the easy kind of attention getting, look at me, and then it causes issues or whatever. And I think that was very like kind of just evolved, like or I don't know if that's the word, but like to be like wise. I guess
That's why
thinking.
Yeah.
That's why I wear a corset all the time. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we're getting a lot of suggestions. I appreciate it.
Yay! Awesome. Lots to play with.
Also, Vogue has suggestions on how to optimize your health at home, which is what I always go to Vogue for. When I think of Vogue, is a health and fitness magazine with a little bit of fashion, fabulous summer fashions. One thing is I bought so much fewer clothes during the pandemic.
I haven't bought any.
Yeah,
I have one new shirt, and it's because Planet Ant sent it to me.
Oh, okay. I bought one shirt from Donnie Rydell. Bob Hank shirt. And that's really, I think that's my first clothing purchase in probably close to a year.
I bought some because I gained weight, so I needed to buy some new pieces to be able to fit in my clothes.
See, my thing is, I haven't tried on any of my jeans.
Okay.
I haven't tried on any of my jeans since the beginning of the pandemic, and I'm not looking forward to that moment.
Yeah.
Stretchy pants for the past year.
I've heard this a lot, that people have not been wearing jeans during the pandemic, and I've been wearing nothing but jeans. I'm a jeans guy,
I bought
pants occasionally.
I bought probably 4 pairs of joggers from the Nike store.
Yeah. Now when
That's
was that?
Comfort wear.
Cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Cozy wear.
Cozy, like joggers and basketball sneakers. That's all I've been wearing, pretty much.
My question is, when are they going to come out with leggings for guys so I can show off my butt?
Who says you can't just buy leggings?
They already do.
I know. Adam Basigo. What's up, Bagel?
Hey, Bagel.
Hey, Adam Bagel.
Yeah. Tom Schultz, I put on COVID 19 pounds. I find that
Tell
hard to
me.
believe. It's
That's all right.
muscle.
I think we should all love our post-pandemic bodies.
Adam's been wearing jeans every day. Yeah.
That's a weird flex. I don't want to hear it.
No way. Team jeans.
Team jeans.
Yeah. Oh, message from Kyle. Probably isn't going to make it. Sad face.
He's busy.
Yeah,
He's working.
And that was Hot Topic, everybody. Speaking of Kate and going viral, maybe we have our hands on her second viral video. She made a video for this week's episode, installment 2 in her series "Conspire with Me." And you want to say what it is about, or do you want us to be surprised?
I do not, Tony. Learn for yourselves.
Okay, no revelations. We'll play this, and just a reminder: up later in the episode, Lance Parkin, director, writer, actor. Here we go.
Hey, it's Kate, and I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take a big breath in. You smell that? Spring has sprung, guys. Flowers are blooming, barbecues are grilling, children are playing, and all of this is a lie. In fact, everything in your life has always been a lie. Buckle up, baby, because we're living in a simulation, motherfucker. Now, if you're like me and you hear, we live in a simulation.
you automatically think of the blockbuster stunner The Matrix, where the simulated world is controlled by self-aware artificial intelligence. But instead of ripped dudes dodging bullets and leather-clad ladies trying to take down the man, we have rampant racism and power-hungry corporations. And the only logical solution to this is if we do live in a simulation, it's run by a white man. Okay, no offense, but you have to look at who would benefit from a simulated world as fucked up as ours. With the wage gap alone, it certainly couldn't be a woman, unless you're one who is completely deprived of a soul, who is nothing more than a trash bag with bones. And people of color would never. They're just trying to exist in a system that has been put in place to keep them oppressed. Look, I'm not saying all white men would take joy from benefiting from a simulation, but enough would. I think believing that we live in a computer-run simulation is a great way to avoid taking accountability for our poor life choices. And you know what? Sign me the fuck up. There are countless things in my life that I would love to pin on the great AI in the sky. Like the time that I auditioned in front of everybody for my 6th grade talent show with an interpretive dance to Jodeci's groundbreaking smash, Freakin' You. Or when I let the weird kid touch my boob on the bus and he started howling like a wolf. Or any time I ever tried mixing patterns. But no, that's just not how life works. If everyone would just start owning up to their own shit and learning and growing from it, just imagine how chill things could be. So, do I actually think we're living in a simulation? No. But we're not too far off. Many aspects of our lives are controlled by AI, without us really having to think about it. Don't know what to eat tonight? There's an app for that that'll give you suggestions based off of your mood. Most of us even have AI in our homes that is designed to make us feel more comfortable and help us control our lives. Meanwhile, while we're living out day to day, these dots are learning more and more about us. So who's to say they won't just kick us the fuck out of here one day and take over? Hey Alexa, I'm on to you, bitch. But overall, I give this conspiracy theory 6 Mr. Smiths out of 10. Personally, I'm looking forward to the day that I can just blissfully chill in a bathtub full of goo while some dumb robot makes all my life choices for me. Honestly, they could probably do a lot better than I do.
I love the
Yay! That was great, Kate.
I love the go to therapy at the end. There was a good.
It's a reminder for me.
That was a good diss. And shout out to Jodeci. Believe it or not, did you know in the Detroit area there are multiple kids named Jodeci? It's become a name.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I remember
Is he a Detroit native?
Either Detroit or Grand Rapids. I remember working at the newspaper in sports. There were a number of athletes, 2 athletes, both named Jodeci. So there you go. It's a good name, I think.
Who's the shit back?
Yeah, interesting theory. I do wonder if
a lot of 90s babies was conceived to Jodeci. Though.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Shout out to Casey and JoJo and the other Tom Schultz. What is Jodeci?
It's an R&B. It's a legendary R&B group from the 90s.
Yeah.
Just aged himself or younged himself.
Yeah. Casey and JoJo and Tony, Dalvin, and Devontae are the other 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's but it was the Casey and JoJo show. Come on, let's be honest.
Devontae was the producer, though. I mean, never mind. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm about to nerd out. Yeah.
So, Kate, I just had a vision of someone touching your boob while howling.
I got hip prop. And was that really a high school picture of you, by the way?
Yeah, that was a middle school picture.
Pattern? A middle school, okay.
Yeah, it was a middle school picture.
That was funny.
I had a bowl cut because I kept chewing my hair, so my mom cut it all off. It's okay, guys. I go to plenty of therapy. Don't feel bad for me. I'm really okay.
Why is my signal keep cutting out? Yeah.
Chewing your hair?
Yeah. Why? Is that gross? It's super gross.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was just
that's
chewing.
You already know the answer to that question.
I don't do it anymore. Fuck off. I grew out of it.
That was on an episode of My Strange Addiction.
Yeah. Sorry, Kate. You
your
are
hair grew out of it.
You are your past mistakes. It defines you.
Yeah. That's right. You can never let go. Oh my thanks. Tom Schultz will never live down the mistake of not knowing. We'll mention it every episode. Okay, Coming up soon, our guest of the evening, writer, director, actor Lance Parkin. But now it's time for a game. Take it away, Andy.
Oh yeah, awesome, cool. So
Andy?
we are going to play a game named. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was just like a weird pause. So I was like, "Take it away, Andy," and then I was like,
Oh wow!
"Did you hear me?" And then because I wasn't sure my signal cut up, and you're like, "Okay, let's go." See, most shows talk about production after the show. We talk about production during the show.
Yes, this is how the sausage is made. So, okay, we're going to play a game called B Movie. And we're going to take your suggestions and we're going to tell you about a movie that we saw that was so bad. So it might go like this. If the suggestion was cows, it would say, I'd say, I saw a movie about cows that was so bad.
How
bad was it? We are never going to say this all at the same time.
No, but it was so bad. I left and went to go see an other movie. So yes,
boom.
This involves puns and groaners. Wait, did you boo me? We're on the same team.
I said, "Ooh,
yeah,
I would never boo
you." It sounded like a boo.
Oh my God! All I want to do is put Andy on a platter and hold her up forever. I would never bring her down.
All right. So, but I do need. I don't have access to the suggestions we've been getting in. So, if someone could be the suggestion getter, I will host all else. So, what's our first suggestion?
If you click on comments in the StreamYard,
oh my goodness!
You can see them.
Roll up a little bit. I'll give you wet pretzel.
Wet pretzel, is that it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just say pretzel. Let's just use pretzel. So the setup would be I saw a movie about a pretzel. Okay, so and that I give you B movie.
I saw a movie about a pretzel that was so bad.
Okay, go ahead.
How
bad
was it?
It was so bad that I left feeling really salty.
Nice.
I saw a movie about a pretzel.
How bad was it?
Care to.
So bad. You just
what was it?
Oh damn! Yeah. Did I say that was so bad? I didn't say
it. No. Start over.
All right, my bad. I saw a movie about a pretzel that was so bad.
How bad was it?
How bad was it?
It was so bad because I didn't like the twist at the end. I don't know.
Okay, I saw a movie about a pretzel that was so bad.
How
bad was it?
I felt mad that I wasted my dough.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a movie about a pretzel that was so bad.
How bad was it?
How bad was it?
Even my Annie Ann didn't like it.
Nice.
Is anybody hearing a delay of Tony?
Yes.
Like 2 minutes later? Okay, good. I just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It's that bad?
Yeah. Your bad. Your how bad was it comes in as like a 2-part harmony.
Yeah.
Man, well, I'll stop saying it.
Okay, let's do another suggestion.
Try leave and come back. I don't know.
Would that like release the whole show?
No.
How about Biker Gang?
Was that Kate?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading. Do you still want me to read suggestions?
Oh yeah, let's get another suggestion.
Biker Gang.
Biker Gang. Love it. Okay, so the suggestion is Biker Gang. All right. I saw a movie about a biker gang that was so bad.
How bad was it?
How bad was it?
I couldn't wait to motor out of the theater.
I saw a movie about a biker gang that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was a real disappointment.
I saw a movie about a biker gang that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was so bad I could hardly stand it.
Nice. Okay, let's get another suggestion. I see salesperson with the suggestion of salesperson. I saw a movie about salesperson that was so bad.
How bad was it?
I couldn't wait to proceed out of the theater. Proceeds? Proceeds
Mm.
I saw a movie about a salesperson that was so bad.
How bad was it?
The entire theater clearanced out.
Nice.
I saw a movie about a salesperson that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was so bad that there was a commission about the. I don't know. I fucked up. I fucked it up.
I demand you do it again.
Okay. I saw a movie about a. I saw a movie about a salesperson that was so bad.
How
bad was
it?
I didn't even stick around for the store credits.
It's
delays.
Okay.
I saw a movie about a salesperson that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was so bad I will not be returning.
Nice. How about one more?
One more suggestion. Do we have any one mores?
Oh, sorry. I get distracted. Cruise ship.
Ooh, okay.
Director from Graham.
Oh, okay. Let's do cruise ship or cruise ship director.
All right.
Yeah, punner's choice. I saw a movie about cruise ships that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was so bad I got really steamed.
I saw a movie about cruise ships that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It literally made me seasick.
Nice.
I saw a movie about a cruise ship that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It ripped off this sitcom about a guy named Gilligan on an island. It's trash. I know, Kate. I know. Stop shaking your head.
The eye. There's the eye.
I saw a movie about a cruise ship that was so bad.
How bad was it?
I left feeling very stern. Boat humor.
Oh, fuck. No. I saw. Oh, God. I saw a movie about a cruise ship that was so bad.
How bad
was it?
It was just a bunch of guys golfing in Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico? I don't know, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
You may have had to explain it, but we all got there at the end.
Yeah, we all
got there.
Can we do another one? Or that's it?
All right, one more.
One more. Okay, is there any more comments or suggestions?
Oh, Jesus.
Kate, every time you're surprised.
You guys know I smoke a little bit of weed before the show. You guys can't give me heavy-handed things to do during the show. Scuba cop or scuba. Dealer's choice.
Yeah, dealer's choice. Scuba related.
Scuba.
Or cop related?
Or cop. Well,
or cop.
Scuba or cop.
No.
yeah.
I'm gonna do cop since we
No.
already did something watery already.
All right, yeah, we'll do cop.
I saw a movie about a cop that was so bad.
How bad was it?
Shit.
I saw a movie about cops that was so bad.
How bad was it?
The twist was the cop was the good guy.
Oh.
I saw a movie about a cop that was so good.
Oh, how good was it?
I mean, how good was it?
If I had to give it stars, I would give it 5. Oh.
Oh.
I saw a movie about scuba that was so bad.
How
bad was it?
It really tanked at the box office.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey,
Fonzie.
A B. Yay! Thank you for the suggestions, everyone.
Yeah, that was it. That was the game.
Or did you have?
You already called it.
What?
You got one to get in under the wire?
Get on. Yeah, I got one. Yeah.
All right.
It's about the biker gang again, though.
Okay. We'll chalk it up as a callback.
Go ahead, Jake.
It's actually a continuation of a one I did already. Look, so I saw a movie about a biker gang that was so bad.
How bad was it?
I could hardly stand it, and I got in my car and took the Davidson freeway all the way home. That was trash.
Oh.
Jake, look at me. Look at me right in my eyes.
Because you know Davidson's a freeway in Detroit.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Jake, I just want you to look at me in my eyes for a second.
Leave me alone.
You got a cake tilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the game, everybody. Thank you so much, Katie, for hosting. Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
thanks for the suggestions.
Yes, thank you very much. How is my delay still really bad?
No,
it's actually better.
Not now.
That's good. It's good. It's just in time for our star guest evening. He is a Pittsburgh area filmmaker and the director of the recently released horror movie, The Boonies. You can also catch his web series, Theo and the Professor, on Amazon Prime, I believe, or Amazon Video. He'll tell us. And he's friends with Kate, and then we'll learn more about that, who just disappeared for some reason.
Maybe they're the same person.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Please welcome Lance Parkin, everybody.
Yay!
Hey.
Lance. Hey, welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Kate got so shy she left and came back.
Well, what happened is my laptop broke, so I'm on Doug's and I went to go swipe a hair off of it, but I forgot to get a touch screen one.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm here.
This is what it feels like to be on Tinder in real time. So, Lance, thanks so much for agreeing to be with us, and congratulations on your new movie. Can you tell us a little bit? Yeah.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
No, that's great. More light is good. So you and Kate actually used to work together.
Yeah, we're such good friends. I don't think I've spoken to her in a decade.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yeah, we worked at a Hot Topic like 10 years ago together.
Yeah.
I mean, back to Hot Topic in this show.
What it's worth, she was a great boss. I mean, she was great.
Oh, she's a boss.
Yeah, I liked working with her. I really liked Kate.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
I have a great Lance story. Can I say it up front?
Sure.
Or do you want me to lean into it a little?
No. Let's set good vibes about Lance.
Okay. Every time someone farts, I think of Lance. Here's why.
This is a good story.
No. I'm not going to embarrass you. I promise.
I think I know. Is it a different guy? I think.
So, like if you work in retail, you have like an outside company to come in to do all your inventory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, I'm telling you how it is then. So we had one of those companies come in. They were doing our inventory. It was really late, and we were really crowded in. And the one guy just kept farting in the back room like nonstop. And Lance was the one working with him at the time to count stuff. And I just remember Lance coming up and being so mad. And I'm like, "What's wrong?" He goes, "He won't stop farting. And every time someone farts, it's poo particles in the air and they live inside your nose. And I've never forgotten about that. So every time someone farts, I think there's poo in my nose now.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about farts, because I just think about they exit and then they're if you're smelling something, it's a physical matter. Yeah. So it goes in your head, you absorb it.
And like apparently, like there's a certain percentage of smell that like is also like includes taste. So you're also then by definition tasting it too to some extent.
Yeah. You're eating it. Yeah, you're right. You're eating it. That's
now Kate is always going to remember Andy. So.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I forgot about that guy. That dude was rancid. I remember one quick note on that guy. When they were foul, and I was in like a 15 square foot back room with him or something. That room was tiny, and I remember he let one go, and he looked at me, and he said to me, he was like, "Oh, Ponderosa." I was like, dude, what a shameless piece of shit you are.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. He was really proud of himself. He worked hard that day.
What a foul.
Could you tell us a little bit about the Boonies and what it's about?
Yeah, Boonies is it's like a love letter to 70s horror. I'm a big 70s horror fan. Awesome. So things like the original Last House on the Left, Hills Have Eyes, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's got that exploitation sort of horror element in it. It's about a group of campers that go out for a bachelor party, and one guy goes with his brother Aaron, played by the screenwriter Matt Schultz. And he goes out camping with his brother. He doesn't belong. He doesn't fit in. And meanwhile, there is a couple who is doe spotting, and they all run into some backwoods cannibals. You know, your typical people you'd run into in these kind of movies. And the narratives sort of cross in the third act, and it gets, there's the trailer out there, but the trailer hides. It gets pretty surreal and weird near the end. It gets a little more Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in the third act, but it gets really weird and uncomfortable. I think discomfort is a big emotion I try to go for with it.
Okay, cool. Let's take a look at the trailer right now.
Yay!
I still can't believe that we actually agreed to spend the entire weekend out here in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my God. You are not wearing those for a weekend of hiking, are you?
Well, I wasn't gonna waste money on hiking boots.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Here you go. It's just a short little hike through the woods. It's not gonna kill us.
Marty, it's Haley. Her and her husband Jeremy came up this way to scope out a deer trail. And I ain't seen or heard from him since.
I see.
Who's there?
You're a long way from home. Wonderful to meet you.
Cool. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Great cinematography. Great action.
All that credit goes to the guy named Jeff Smee. He's been my filmmaking partner for 8 years now, and the dude's amazing. The DP cinematography is like whatever he has to do, he does it better.
That's awesome.
He's great. It's like a one-man army.
Now, how did you get into filmmaking?
It was something I always wanted to do. I used to actually be a cartoonist back when I knew Kate. I was more into cartooning and stuff. But
really,
this is something I always wanted to do though. And I actually got involved with something called the 48-Hour Film Project, which
I've been part of. I've done that. Like all of us have been part of the Detroit version.
Yeah, it's all over the country, and like and that's actually how I got involved. I mean, I would tell anybody to give it a try because it's a great way to meet people.
Yeah,
it's a great way to get connected and just give something a try. That's actually how I met Smee. We were on the same team with somebody else, and then a year later we made our own thing. And we've been like, he's one of my best friends now. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I met my screenwriting partner Michael through the 48-Hour Film Project, and his cousin Jason, because he asked me to hey, my cousin does directing. we need some people to do crew for him. So we met.
Really?
We met, and then we started writing together. So
yeah, I would encourage anybody to give it a try and look up your local one or anything, because it's a great thing that they offer. Because then you get to see a movie on a theater screen. You get to see the fruits of your labor.
I've never been part of like the writing or directing process part of it. I've always been like asked to like be an actor in it, but it's so intimidating because you don't really know what you're doing, right? Until like before.
You don't. You get a genre, and then every team gets a prop, line of dialogue, and a character, and they let loose
on the first day, so that like people don't preload or pre-prepare stuff.
But I don't know if you know how Pittsburgh's one is, but Detroit's, there are definitely entrants that you can tell they've been working on it for a long time, and they just use the elements to fit it in. Because you'll see stuff in there with like CGI effects and things like that.
No way it could have been
done in 48 hours.
They work around it.
But we'll see. So for people that don't know, a lot of people that are making features, like their first features, will often make like horror because it's like more marketable. That's the idea, like internationally and whatnot. Yeah. So was that? But you also said that this was a love letter to 70s horror. Are you like, is horror your primary like favorite genre, or was it more of a pragmatic choice?
It's definitely been like most of our shorts have been horror. The web series we did is a horror comedy series.
Okay, Theo and the Professor.
Yeah, and I've been a big fan of horror my whole life. I mean, is it something I always want to do forever? No, but I mean, it's definitely something that I have accomplished history in, and something I like to do, and I think I'm half decent at. So yeah, but the marketability of it was a factor for this movie because the two executive producers wanted to make a horror for the reasons you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. We already have a comment. It says Tom Schultz says, "Whoa, I want to see that." Tom, you can see it on Amazon, and if you Andy or Kate will leave a link in the chat about where you can.
It's everywhere.
Where you can purchase it. It's everywhere, and also you can check out Theo and the Professor on. Is it Amazon Prime or Amazon? Is it available to rent?
Easy Prime. It looks like now you got to rent it, but it's free on YouTube too.
Oh, okay.
It's just that was just we kickstarted it for $10,000, made 6 episodes, and I was just like a love letter to 80s TV and stuff. So I encourage people to check it out just for fun. It's really fun.
No, I mean, definitely like our audience is like people that are like creatives and people that are interested in the creation process. So they'll definitely want to, be interested in hearing about it and checking it out. So can you talk a little bit about the filmmaking process? Because I think you were talking about before, and like budgeting wise, like it's just such a huge accomplishment to get a movie done. You know what I mean?
Congratulations!
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And just so many elements, so much work, especially as a director. Can you talk about a little bit about that process and how the movie came to be?
Yeah. Well, weird origin story for this particular movie is that the origin point for it was a Craigslist post. Of all things, because
I've been on that site.
Because the two executive producers, well, I guess there's 3 of them, but 2 of them, Brian Balog and Dave McMillan, they actually just put out a post looking for filmmakers, like putting out feelers because they just wanted to get back into business and they had the money and the connections and the know-how, and they just wanted to sort of facilitate something creatively. And then Smee at the time, who I'd mentioned was crawling Craigslist for stuff, and he found it, and we all reached out. I went and had a meeting with them, talked to them, we hit it off, and then I pitched a few ideas along with this particular idea to them a few weeks later, and they went for it. And we ended up this is the first movie I learned a lot for this one, because this is the first one that really went through like all of the paces to make something. Like when we made Theo and the Professor, we were just a bunch of bootstrappers just like flying by the seat of our pants. Just doing it. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, and we were just making something. But this one, we actually took we sent the screenplay away for coverage to like a screenwriter houses so they could score it for marketability.
Like the Blacklist, or
I don't remember what ours were called, but it was just like there was like 3 of them, but there's a bunch of them where you send it away, you pay a small fee, and then they grade it, and you find out like what would work and what doesn't work in the script and what they like. And the one guy was a horror writer, and he scored it pretty well, so that was a good indication. And we shot it from I think, I can't remember, June or July in 2019 until November 2019, and then Smee Smee and I edited it from December 2019 to I guess February 2020, and then I did all the sound design in it, and that whole process.
Oh, okay, that's great. It has great sound design. I mean, based on the trailer.
Yeah, like I mean, the score is done by a guy named Nathan King, and then
sorry, this guy. He's
late to the party, Kyle. But keep going. The score.
Oh, score. It's done by a guy named Nathan King, and then some by a guy Greg Smee. But so then with the sound design, it was also weird because we had to send that away to get through a QC process, which I've never done. So they'll score you, they'll ding you, you have to send it over. It was a really long, arduous process to get the sound done, but I think it made the movie better in the end.
And did you have did you have a theatrical release because of COVID or no?
We did. We did like a local premiere thing where we showed it at a place, like 4 different showings. We sold out the first one, and then had a good turnout the second one, and then showed in a drive-in in LA, which it did really well too.
Ooh.
Now, was this shot in Pittsburgh or no?
It was shot partially in Pittsburgh, partially in the woods of an area called Somerset, which is a really heavily wooded area in central Pennsylvania, and then some areas in Johnstown. So a little bit all over western Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I mean, they just got better woods out there. I mean,
Yeah.
They got better woods
than Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I love Pittsburgh.
Oh, she cut out there a little bit.
I miss living in Pittsburgh. It's a good time. I don't think Kyle knows he's on the show right now. If I'm being honest.
What are you guys talking about?
We're on.
Kyle knows a lot about Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, he has a lot of friends there, including Chris number 2 from Anti-Flag. But Kyle, we're on with Lance Parkin,
Hi, Lance.
writer, director, actor of the Boonies. Kyle is out in LA working in TV, and he just got off, so he's joining us. But he's not making it awkward, so it's great.
No, not at all.
Yeah. What was the budget?
Tell me all the words that you've said.
You can look at the transcript.
We saw a cool trailer, Kyle. We saw a very cool trailer.
Yeah. And Kay went her viral video when it had like 1.6 million views. So on TikTok. So we were talking about that earlier.
Carry on.
Yeah. Sorry, Lance.
Sorry, Lance. We're usually not like this.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
It's very conversational
all the time.
I like it.
What was the budget? What was the budget for this movie?
The budget was, I think, my role as producer was more like to get it's just Christine. She's she's in the movie. She's great in it. Her character's kind of a surprise in it, but she's one of the best parts. So, the budget was like I guess like 65,000, and then we have a deferred payment model. So when that all comes in, it ends up being around 200,000 because that's how we're going to pay people was out of the movie's profit, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, because my role as producer was more like the manpower and getting people together. I wasn't really the money guy, which is probably for the best.
Yeah. What did you shoot on?
It's a Smee question. He shot on. I think he's changed cameras a couple of times, so it's hard to remember. But I think it was a Sony A700.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it looks great.
Yeah,
visually, it's really clean.
Like I said, the dude's amazing. He's like a one-man army. He just has so much equipment, so much stuff. Like, I mean, he had a ton of talented help with him too, but I mean, Smee deserves a ton of credit for the cinematography in it.
Now, have you entered this in any festivals or anything of that nature?
We didn't not really, because it sort of went straight to distribution, and now its rights of distribution belong to Indican. So wherever it goes is really up to them. Indican and then Lionsgate did some of our distribution digitally and physical. Yeah, it got a huge reach. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, for better or for worse, it's weird. Like,
what's the most?
You said it made it all the way to Canada.
Yeah, some shithead in Canada had messaged me to tell me that it sucked and I should never make another film.
Oh wow!
I mean, there's stuff I don't even remember, honestly. There's stuff in there that that's made to upset people. So I expect to get a certain amount of hate for certain elements of it, because I mean, somebody's hating you doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
Always says he's in the movie.
Yeah. But I don't think I've ever seen a movie and been so mad at something where I find the person's personal Facebook. I'm assuming, is that how he got in touch with you?
Oh yeah, I didn't know him. I don't even know him. It happens. Like, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? At least to me, it just means at least it's reaching far, right? Like,
yeah.
That's what it means to me.
And how was the production process itself for the feature? Like, was it easier or harder than you expected?
You know, you're gonna run into all kinds of hangups, but for the most part, I mean, everybody involved, like it's tough to, you know, you want to mention like literally everybody's name because they were all so awesome. But I always say that with a movie, it's just like, for me, it was just an idea, but without all the other people, you know, they make it a reality, right? So like, but it's just like everybody involved is just so awesome that, you know, you get stressed about time, you get stressed about, you know, all these other stupid factors, but the people made it easy. The people made it great. You know, the people, all the cast and crew made it great. So I mean, I guess the answer to the question is probably about what I expected.
No screaming matches.
No, not really. Honestly,
okay.
The producer's really easy to work with.
Okay.
I hear an entire row of folks walked out of the theater in Johnstown.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did get walkouts. And then we got walkouts from an older couple in the first screening during a key scene in the third act that I'm not surprised they walked out on. And then we got like a family who walked out early in the second screening. But I mean, they had like a small child with them, so I don't know what they were.
Yeah,
what were they doing there in the first place?
Yeah,
I mean, it's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have aspirations to make an animated movie or no? You said you were into cartooning earlier.
Oh, I mean, that would be amazing, but I mean, not really. I only did cartooning because at the time, you know, it was like the mid 2000s, and this sort of digital internet revolution hasn't happened full swing the way it has. So I didn't really think making movies was like a possibility, you know. And then it just seemed more and more real as time went on. And I went on a set, and the guy Ed Wong showed me some of the ropes and stuff, and it was you know. And then I realized, oh, you can do this, you know. So
yeah,
I was kind of surprised when I saw, you know. Because last I knew, you were like the cartoon guy, you know, you're always drawing and stuff like that. And that's where I thought you were going. And then all of a sudden I see like movies and stuff. I'm like, wow, he did the thing.
Look at where Lance, the cartoon
look where Lance did. Wow.
What's next for Lance Parkin?
I don't even know. This thing was such a long, arduous process that it's just more of like a thing where it's like, let's just, right now I'm focused mostly on promoting it. And we'll see where it goes, see how it reaches, and most importantly, what sort of money it makes, because that sort of dictates your future in a way. And then
I have a question.
Then I'll decide.
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going. I know you're done.
No, I was done.
I was wondering if the pandemic changed anything for you guys as far as like planning, releasing, and stuff goes.
Yeah, it definitely screwed the pooch a little bit when it comes to getting a theatrical release, which I think we had hoped for more of a wider net in that, but. You know, and for obvious reasons, that became much less of a possibility. But I mean, it bolstered on like video on demand viewing. So who knows? Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. I don't know. You know, but it definitely affected us in terms of we were hoping for more of a theatrical release than we ended up getting because of COVID.
You said like you were wrapping it up right in February of 2020, right?
That's around the time Steve was finishing the edit, and we moved into sound. So once I moved into sound, it was just like the world was ending.
Okay, yeah.
Well, at least you had a project to tuck into.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, honestly, I spent a lot of the height of the pandemic just slaving away in the sound in this movie.
You can catch the Boonies on VOD anywhere. Including Amazon. Now, you know, for people that see you and are like, I would like to want to, there are definitely people watching, including myself, that would love to make a movie one day. Like, what advice do you have for people like us?
I would definitely, I mean, that's a good reason why the 48 is a good thing. You got to meet people, you know, it's not something you can really do by yourself. And it's who you at the base level, it's who you get to know and who you know and what resources they have and the people they know. And it's a very like interconnected network of an independent filmmaking. Like your best bet is to network with people and find out where those people are. And something like the 48, which is in most cities, is a great starting point. It's just a bunch of people just trying to make stuff and trying to meet people. So it's like the perfect storm for it. So my advice would be to go to local film festivals that show independent films. Join things like the 48, like find out where the independent filmmakers in your area are hanging out and go meet them and talk to them and, you know, be yourself and don't be afraid to share ideas. They're a very supportive group of people.
Yeah, I know. I run into people that are always, not always, but often scared to share ideas because they think, oh, it's too good. But it's always like an idea and execution are two different things, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. The magic is in the execution, and sometimes the difficulty is in the execution.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much certain things could cost at the start.
Yeah.
And two people's visions can be so different, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Was the screenwriter happy with how it turned out?
Yeah,
I mean one of the actors.
We technically, I mean, we wrote it together.
You wrote together, okay.
And we've also been friends for like 20 years.
Okay.
Me and Matt Schultz. So like the process of writing it was pretty. I mean, we know each other extremely well. I'm like, his family's like my second family, so there was no friction in it at all. You know, it's because it's just nice. I hate sitting down and typing. I can't do it. I hate writing. So it's usually
we're mostly all writers, right? We all hate it.
Not to say that we love it.
I hate it. Most of my writing is done dictating to like Google Docs and then editing it later because I can't sit still. And so Matt usually he pounds it out. He helps with the dialogue, helps with the flow. Like we all work it out together. So yeah, it was no friction with Matt at all.
Was this the first script you wrote together?
No, we actually wrote all of Theo and the Professor together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is the professor, and I'm Theo in Theo and the Professor.
Okay.
So he's all over that. And then every short film we've written, he's been a part of writing it. Like Matt and Smee have been doing this with both for I don't even know now since 2013, I think.
And you said like you're not working on anything coming up yet, like, or do you have any? It's something you always wanted to try, like a genre or a subject or not?
I definitely have ideas. I definitely have pitches prepared. It just depends on what I think I can get next. I would like to lean into more psychological thriller without some of the more overt horror elements involved. Like more about exploring like the darker side of what makes people tick and how far you can push somebody in terms of violence, and like how that affects somebody. There's some crime ideas I have, science fiction ideas I have. I'm really into the idea of like the high strangeness stuff that you hear about with Men in Black and like UFOs and like how people get gang stalked and all that weird shit.
Yeah, that's my alley.
Yeah, dude. Like whether I believe it or not, I don't know, but it's freaking scary. It's freaking creepy shit,
Yeah.
Like weird phone calls and robotic people visiting you and stuff. Like,
I mean, I kind of hope it happens to me though, if I'm being honest.
Well, if we're living in a simulation, everything's in play.
Yeah,
that's what I
living in a
say.
simulation.
Right?
Yeah, Lance, do you believe we're living in a simulation?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if it's as simple as a computer simulation, but I do think that sometimes it is weird the way things go. But if somebody's running it, they're definitely whoever's running it though is definitely fucked up. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. So that's all I'm saying.
That's amazing.
And then how many short films did you guys make before you like did the web series?
I mean, a lot of them are for the 48.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, though, I would probably wager 6 to 8 or something like that. It's tough to remember now. It's been a while, but yeah, I mean, most of them for the 48 just kept us active, while we planned the end of the Professor.
Yeah, it is a great way to because you always talk about, at least in our community, people are always talking about we're going to do short films, we're going to do this and that, and most of it never happens. Though we just saw a short film from Kate today, and Andy's done them, and
Andy directed the last 48, right?
I co-wrote and co-directed one that Tony starred in.
Yeah,
nice.
Right. Yeah,
we saw his ass in it.
It won best ensemble.
That's true. They love to show my ass in these films.
That's the money maker right there.
But we lean toward comedy because that's our background.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's very exploitative. I'm a hunk of meat. You
are. You're a meaty man.
A Detroit sex symbol. So
yeah, for sure.
What else was I going to say? Yeah, another thing too is like you don't. I mean, I want to stress to people watching out here is like I was asking about gear just out of curiosity, but really it takes I mean, I would assume you're not a big believer in gear. You know what I mean? It's like you can shoot with anything, and it's more important to get something out there.
Especially if you're starting. Yeah, if you're starting out, the most important thing is to just finish whatever you're doing. Just finish it. Like it doesn't need to be like the best thing you're ever gonna do. It doesn't need to match the thing in your mind's eye. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose. Just finish it. Like whatever the hell it is, like even if you're shooting on a phone or some shit, just like finish it. and just have something that you can be like, wow, I did it, it's done.
Yeah.
And then
I think
you can
so
move
many
on to the
people
next
we
thing.
know need to hear
Learn
that.
from that.
Yeah, that's great advice. Because a lot of
Yeah.
times you'll start something and get bored or get scared and you'll stop,
Oh yeah, fear is your worst enemy.
Or just continually like redo it and redo it and redo it and kind of
Yeah.
like, edit, re-edit, and until you just gotta at some point just stop it.
That's honestly like a really important point. Yeah, people will fine tune it, they'll tweak it, they'll try to be perfectionists, and they'll just never finish it. And it's just like just walk away. Just walk away.
I'm kind of the opposite. I go, that's good enough.
Yeah, great. I mean, then you get shit done.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Next.
I have been very much like a perfectionist, but I'm trying to get away
Yeah.
from that and just write it out and let it be. So
yeah, it's important to learn that your comfort window between like it being good enough, like being able to like not letting it like be below your standards, but also not being like too perfect either. It's a tough window to learn, but once you're there, it's just. You just gotta know when to stop.
Yeah. What was your family's reaction to the film?
Very positive. I mean, my family's extremely supportive.
Are they horror
people.
fans?
That's awesome.
I mean, they're movie fans. My mother is not a horror fan. I expected her to be more upset at certain elements than she was, but then she ended up loving the damn thing.
Oh,
you found something in her.
Good
Yeah.
mama.
Yeah, so I mean, my dad is a huge movie guy. He's probably the reason I like movies so much. And but they all liked it. My family's super supportive. I think they were just so happy to see that it did. It got the net it got and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great.
Well, Lance, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for having me on
thanks
here.
so much for being on. You can check out the Boonies on video on demand pretty much anywhere VOD is available. You can check out Theo the Professor for rent on Amazon. And is there like do you have an Instagram you want people can follow you on, or?
Yeah, just my name, Lance Parkin.
Okay, at Lance Parkin, and not to be confused with. I was doing some research, and there's like, there's like a British biographer called Lance Parkin.
Oh, I know. Yeah, definitely. He writes a lot of Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah. He's the top hit now, but one day you will be the top hit.
Yeah, one day I'll get.
Yeah, maybe he'll die.
Yeah, because I don't really use Twitter much.
Yeah.
But when I do check it, I'm constantly, because my name's Lance Parkin on there, I'm constantly tagged with Doctor Who shit. I'm like, wow, this guy's probably so annoyed.
Yeah. Well, maybe make a science fiction movie next or something. Bring in that base. Like, hey guys, you like my books? You get another hello from.
Use it.
Bev,
that's Bev. That's my mother's best friend.
Oh, okay. My mom's best friend.
Yeah, I mean, I just encourage people to check it out. And if there's anybody, if you like any element, particularly whether it's technical or one of the actors, one of their performances, like reach out to them, and let them know, because they're all awesome and they did such a great job. And I'm so proud and happy to know any of them, and they deserve any accolade that they get. So if you like something, reach out to the person; they would love it.
Yeah, that's great.
I love that there's like a director just talking about how great his team is constantly. That's great. Because I know a lot of directors who are just like,
it was all me.
Oh yeah. Forget that shit. You know what I mean? Like you're nothing without all these people.
Yeah.
And even directing in general, my philosophy is 50% of it is your idea, and the other 50% of it should be fielding other people's ideas and deciding whether or not that improves or would distract from the vision. Yeah,
that's a very improv idea. Actually, that's kind of like the foundation of improv. Is like not, shoehorning your choice into everything. Like having just the best idea win out.
Oh, bring it full circle.
So yeah, you'd probably be good at improv.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they have a team there. Check it out, Lance. Join the cult.
Does Pittsburgh have an improv scene?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Improv scene?
They do. Yeah.
They have a festival and everything.
Oh, that's right. Farm Team's been to it. I forgot.
I think you're right. It's a famous event. Anyway, Lance, again, thanks so much, and have a good night. And everybody, check out his stuff and look stuff for him for the future. I'm sure we'll be seeing it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Come back anytime.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Lance.
Hi, Lance.
And best of luck in all of your endeavors as well.
Oh, thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean,
what
after
a cool dude. What a cool dude.
And it's really like people,
cool.
It's like, it is such an amazing accomplishment to make a feature. It's like,
it's
just like when you read about stuff, it's like, it's just so hard. There's so many things that can go wrong. And for him to get it out, it really should be commended. And it's really cool of him to like talk to us about that. And the 48 Hour Film Festival is like, that's an interesting connection, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, like all of us, yeah, it was weird that we're all into it and stuff. And also, hello, Kyle.
Yes,
Hey,
hi,
Kyle.
I'm sorry for contributing so much to the show tonight.
I almost didn't.
Never apologize, buddy.
You know, this is how beloved you are, Kyle. I was hesitating to bring you in during the interview because I thought everybody would be like, "Oh my God, it's Kyle! Everybody, what's up?" You know, and then I was like, but that didn't happen. So everybody's like,
"No, we didn't care this time."
Everyone played it cool. So
you didn't give a shit about me.
Yeah,
no, I don't care at all.
Here's a cover of Billy. Did you see Billie Eilish on the new cover of Vogue, Kyle? Here you go. We talked about that. That's her new name. What's that?
Ooh, I heard she has a tattoo.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, she's a baddie now, huh?
Yeah, she can do what she wants.
A friend of mine that said the most.
He's the bad guy.
Was that she had was her tattoo? I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I didn't do any follow-up research, but what was your thoughts? I'll look back.
I liked it.
We're pro.
Yeah, you can watch the show over.
Live and let live. Yeah, you can watch the show, Kyle.
Yeah.
We're not going to repeat the whole show to you, Kyle.
Do it right now.
What have you?
Billie Eilish doc.
What's that?
I love the Billie Eilish doc. I cried.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. I feel like I'm not emotionally in a good place to watch things like that right now.
She has a doc.
Yeah.
On Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it about her life or some shit? Or?
Yeah. Her life. You know,
her mom is actually like a very well-known improv teacher.
Yeah, she worked at the Groundlings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I forgot her name.
And she taught Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, and a bunch of other famous people.
Yeah.
So, what have you been working on, Kyle? Can you say?
Yeah, Lego City.
Ah.
For Nickelodeon, branded content.
Were people? So were people like cool about wearing masks and things like that? Can you say?
Yeah, they were. You know, there's some adults that I had to tell not to.
And did you find out is there a connection between Jamie Moyer and this Lego thing?
I don't believe so because this is like a branded content for their YouTube. I think it's
okay.
You know, it was kind of like had a Nick Jr. vibe. It was like kids and it was all that too. So I think she does the animated thing.
Yeah,
because the script was very simple. Like, wow, kids, you're good at knowing about the fire engine.
I see. Speaking of branded content, the Detroit Women of Comedy has a deadline coming up. Comedy Festival.
Sure, he's such an ally.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's wearing
show me
a
your
festival
fucking
shirt. Show me your shirt, Kyle.
Show me your fucking shirt, Kyle.
Good, Kyle.
Show your left breast.
Women of Comedy Festival. Submissions close tomorrow. That's it.
One more day.
If you don't send us your shit by tomorrow, we ain't gonna look at it, baby.
But you have one more day to do so. Do so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so good. We got so many in today. It was just like last rush to the finish line. Yeah.
Classic
so I'm really excited.
Move. That means we'll get even more tomorrow.
Yeah,
I hope
it's
so.
A very last minute community for sure.
You're welcome.
It's by the deadline. It works.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And then you guys can stay tuned for our super special headliner guest announcement coming up in
it's
like
a secret.
The next week.
They won't tell us. We begged her to tell us. She won't tell us, but that's okay.
I won't tell you. But did you see the hints that we gave out?
Nope, I don't look at social media.
Okay.
Anyway,
fine.
That's our show, guys.
Fine.
Kyle, thanks for your late appearance. It's appreciated. It's great seeing your face. And thanks to Jake and thanks to Jake, Andy, and Kate, Camp and Caitlin and Nick. Here in spirit, I'm your host Tony Augusti, Kai Guy. Look, I read that as KY guys, so just be aware of that.
Ew, purr.
They get they want.
Yeah.
But I never read that stuff. They get so wet.
Yo, yeah. KY guys, so smooth.
What's up?
KY guys gliding.
What a slickster.
I saw a movie about KY by and it was so bad. No, I was like, they think he's real slick. Anyway, that's the show, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Check us out in 2 weeks for another fabulous guest, and thanks for your support as we go over the year mark in this, and get vaxxed. Get vaxxed or get fucked.
Vaxxed.
Get vaxxed or get
Wow.
fucked.
All right. Peace.
Bye.